Once upon a time, high up in the night sky, there was a tiny star named Twinkle. Twinkle wasn't like the other stars. She was smaller and not as bright. Every night, as the stars twinkled and sparkled in the velvet sky, Twinkle felt a little sad. She wanted to shine just as brightly as her friends, but no matter how hard she tried, her light always seemed dim. Every night, Twinkle would look down at the earth and see children pointing up at the sky, admiring the big, bright stars. They would smile and say things like, "Look, there's the brightest star." But Twinkle's light wasn't bright enough to be noticed. She wished she could be one of those stars, the kind that made people gasp in wonder, the kind that sparkled like diamonds. One evening, as Twinkle gazed down at the earth, she saw a group of children playing in the soft moonlight. They were running and laughing, their eyes sparkling as they looked up at the stars. Twinkle wanted so badly to be noticed by them. She wanted to be the star that made the night sky magical for them. Feeling a little sad, Twinkle decided to visit her best friend, Luna, the wise old moon. Luna had always been there for her when she needed advice, so Twinkle knew she could help. "Luna," Twinkle asked, "how can I shine like the other stars? How can I make people look up at me and say, 'That star is the brightest'?" Luna smiled softly, her gentle glow lighting up the dark sky. "Twinkle, you are already shining, my dear. You have a special light inside you. Every star does. But perhaps you just need to find your own way of shining." Twinkle was confused. "I don't understand, Luna. How can I shine brighter?" Luna's smile widened, and she spoke in a soft, soothing voice. "All stars shine differently. Some shine by racing across the sky, some shine by being part of constellations, and some shine quietly, filling the night sky with their glow. You don't have to be like the others, Twinkle. You have your own special way of shining, and it will reveal itself when the time is right." Twinkle felt a little better, but still not sure of what Luna meant. "I'll try, Luna," she said, "but I still want to find a way to shine brighter." The next night, after Luna's wise words, Twinkle set off on a journey across the sky to find her special light. She floated past other stars, watching them twinkle and shine. Some of them were part of constellations, shapes that looked like animals, warriors, and mythical creatures. Twinkle wondered if she too could join a constellation and become part of something bigger. She passed a group of shooting stars who were racing across the sky. They zoomed by so fast that they left glowing trails behind them, like sparkly ribbons in the dark. Twinkle watched in awe, hoping to catch up to them. "Hello, shooting stars!" Twinkle called as she floated alongside them. "Can I join you in your race?" The shooting stars laughed and glimmered, their tails lighting up the sky. "Twinkle, you're too small to race like us," one of them said with a friendly wink. "But you can join us in your own way. You don't have to be like us to be special." Twinkle was a little sad, but thanked the shooting stars and continued her journey. She knew she wasn't like them, but she still wanted to be as bright as they were. Further along, Twinkle passed a beautiful constellation of a lion. The lion stars were huge, their light shining so brightly that they almost looked like a golden necklace hanging across the sky. The stars that formed the constellation seemed to glow as one, as though they were a family, shining together. "Hello, lion stars," Twinkle called out as she floated past. "Hello, Twinkle," the lion stars said in unison. "We are a constellation, made up of many stars, each one unique. Together, we shine brightly, but we are not the same." Twinkle asked curiously, "How can I shine like you? How can I be a part of something big?" The lion stars twinkled softly and said, "You don't need to be part of a constellation to shine, Twinkle. Each star has its own light, and together we make the sky beautiful. But you don't need to be part of a big group to be important. You can shine on your own, in your own special way." Twinkle nodded, but still didn't quite understand. She thanked the lion stars and continued her journey across the sky. As Twinkle flew farther, she noticed a group of fluffy clouds drifting by. They were glowing softly in the moonlight, their edges shimmering like silver. Twinkle was curious and decided to stop and say hello. "Hello, cloud friends." Twinkle called out, "You look so soft and bright. How do you shine so beautifully?" The clouds swirled gently in the sky and giggled, their fluffy forms glowing softly. "We don't really shine on our own, Twinkle," one of the clouds said. "We simply reflect the light from the moon and the stars around us. When the light touches us, we glow. Twinkle thought about this. So you don't have your own light, but you help the sky shine brighter by sharing the light from others? Exactly, said the clouds. Sometimes just being around others can make the whole sky brighter. You don't need to shine alone. Sometimes the most special light comes from sharing with those around you. Twinkle smiled. Thank you, cloud friends, she said. I think I understand a little better now. But she still didn't feel like she had found her own special light. Twinkle decided to return to Luna. As she floated back to her old friend, the wise moon, she felt a little less sure of herself. She had met many stars and clouds and had learned so much, but she still wasn't sure where her own light came from. Luna waited for her in the quiet sky, glowing softly. Did you find what you were looking for, Twinkle? Twinkle nodded slowly. I met shooting stars who race across the sky, and I met a constellation of lions. I also talked to some clouds who help reflect the light. They all shine in their own way, but I don't know where my light is. Luna smiled warmly, her light twinkling gently. Twinkle, you are learning something very important. The brightest stars are not always the biggest or the fastest. Sometimes it's the stars who shine quietly from within who make the night sky beautiful. You already have your own light, Twinkle. You just have to believe in it. Twinkle thought about Luna's words for a moment. So, I don't have to race or be part of a constellation to be special? Luna nodded. Exactly, my dear. You already have everything you need to shine. Believe in your own light, and it will be brighter than you ever imagined. Twinkle closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She felt a warm glow inside her. Her light was soft, but it was steady. It was hers, and she realized that it was enough. From that night on, Twinkle glowed with confidence. She didn't try to be like the other stars. She embraced her own light, and it was enough to light up the sky in a way only she could. She didn't need to race or be part of a big constellation. She was beautiful, just as she was. As the children below looked up at the stars, they saw Twinkle shining softly but steadily, a reminder that every star has its own special light. Twinkle had found her place in the sky, and it was more beautiful than she ever imagined. And so, Twinkle learned that sometimes the brightest light comes from within. She learned that being yourself and believing in your own unique light was the most special thing of all. And the children below, as they drifted off to sleep, dreamed of the stars above, knowing that no matter how small or big they were all shining together in their own special way.